Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Bexar County Court of Law number 6 in the Bexar County Veterans Treatment Court. This is Judge Wayne Christian, and we are having our continuation of our motion to revoke probation docket. We have two cases left, cause number 643-685 and 643-698. Texas versus Catherine Verdeja. We had originally initiated these hearings and we were cut off by the jail, so we're starting over. First document I'm looking at on these, actually both of these are motions to revoke community supervision. The first document I'm looking at on each case is entitled Defendant's Consent to Motion to Revoke Hearing by Video Conference that purports to have both Ms. Verdeja and Mr. Hill's signatures on it. In fact, Ms. Verdeja, in clause 643-685, is this your signature on this document, ma'am? Ms. Verdeja, it appears your microphone is still turned off. There you go.
Yes, sir, it is my signature.
And is this signature on the same document in clause 643-698?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
And Mr. Hill, as attorney for Ms. Verdeja, is this your signature on both these documents, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Next, I have one document for each case in clause 643-685 and 643-698. This document is entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, which in both cases is marked, quote, is a revocation of the defendant's community supervision, and the defendant has a right to appeal the court's actions revoking the community supervision, but not the underlying conviction. Ms. Verdeja, in clause 643-685, is this your signature on this document also, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
And on the same document in clause 643-698, is this also your signature on this document?
Correct, sir. Yes, sir, it is.
Thank you. And Mr. Hill, as attorney for Ms. Verdeja, is this your signature on both documents, one in clause 643-685 and one in clause 643-698?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. In clause 643-685, this is a motion to revoke community supervision. My understanding is that this is an uncontested motion to revoke community supervision. Is that correct, Mr. Hill?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Verdeja, I apologize. I'm going to ask you to turn your microphone off unless we're talking to you because we're getting background noise from the jail. Thank you, ma'am. It's still on for something. There you go. Thank you. Okay. And in clause 643-698, is this also an uncontested motion to revoke community supervision, Mr. Hill?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Verdeja, on clause 643-685, on the motion to revoke community supervision, how do you plead, ma'am?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Either true or not true, and normally we say true with an explanation or not true with an explanation.
True. True with an explanation.
Thank you. And then clause number 643-698, how do you plead, ma'am?
True with an explanation, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Gross, I remind you, you're still under oath in clause 643-685. Would you please advise the court and the parties of the status of Ms. Verdeja's probation, please?
Yes, Your Honor. In each of these cases, everything is the same except for the financial status. Ms. Verdeja has performed very poorly on probation in that she skipped reporting on 12 occasions, and we have not seen her since February 2nd of 2021. Both of these cases expired November 29th, 2021. During the course of her absence, she has been arrested and charged with a new possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 to 4 grams. It is pending. It is not alleged on the motion, is for information purposes, because the new offense occurred after the expiration date of the probation case. On case number 643-685, she is paid $648 and has a balance of $200. She was ordered to make a $100 donation to an animal shelter. We have no record of that being done. She also was ordered to complete a pause class, which is a animal welfare class, and we have no record of that being completed. This is her first violation report, first MTR. Her criminal arrest history includes a prior criminal trespass, and then of course this pending felony. And for the record, during the term of her supervision, it was also ordered that she not be in possession of any animals while she was on probation. Probation did conduct a home visit on February the 2nd, 2021, because the defendant had not reported for the 2 months prior. Upon knocking on their door, she answered the door, and the probation officers doing the home visit noticed 3 cats. She immediately came outside and closed the door. When the officers asked her if she had any animals, she stated that she had 3. The officers then asked to go in the home. They went inside the apartment, and there were 4 cats staring back at them. And they again asked her how many animals she had. And she said, "Oh, I forgot, I have 4 cats." She was also ordered to take a moral recognition therapy class at CATS. I apologize. The recommendation is that she take a moral recognition class at the CATS, and that her probation be extended 1 year, and that she have monthly field visits to make sure that she is in compliance with the no animal condition.
Mr. Hill, are you aware of what the original allegations were in the crime of cruelty to non-livestock animals? Do you have any idea what the original case was about?
No, Your Honor, I did not represent her on those cases, so I'm not fully aware.
Mr. Villarreal, same question for you. Do you have any specific knowledge of what the original offenses were?
No, Judge, not at this time. I haven't read the police report. I can try to pull it up real quickly.
If you can. Mr. Verdeja, I assume they accused you of not feeding an animal or something. Is that kind of what it happened, or do you recall?
You're on mute.
And I've caused you to turn your microphone off. There, you're back on. Now we're good.
From my understanding, Your Honor, it's not that they weren't fed, it's that I had too many in the location. When I was arrested that day, they confiscated the cats, but upon my release, a couple of days later, 2 of the cats had hidden in boxes and came out. So they bred and had 3 kittens, and I disposed of, or not disposed, excuse me, I had all removed February the 25th.
Okay, and so the type of animal that was involved in both these cases were cats in both cases, is that correct? No.
That's it. Yes, sir.
That's it. And how many cats did you have in your house at the time, if you recall?
I had 13.
13? Okay.
Yes, but 6 of them were my sons, but that's no excuse. They were at my house.
Did they accuse you of not taking care of 13 cats?
No, because I don't know what the charge was sold.
I got you.
But they were all taken care of. There was litter boxes, there was fresh water, there was food, and there was some that had already been sterilized.
And did you live in the city of San Antonio or at the time?
Yes, sir, in the same apartment.
I'm guessing there's some sort of ordinance that says you can only have a certain number of cats and it's less than 13, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yes, sir, it is. And I was not in compliance, sir.
Mr. Villarreal, have you been able to pull up the original case so we can get shed some more light on what the allegation was of the original offense?
I'm pulling it up right now. It'll take another minute.
Sure. Take your time.
Okay. Just reading through the report right now, Your Honor.
Sure, take your time.
Okay, Judge. So it does appear that the defendant had, it was 19 cats, 1 dog, 1 tortoise, and one deceased kitten. The allegations were that dogs and cats were kept in a manner that caused them pain or suffering due to lack of proper nutrition and care. And they weren't being provided the necessary and proper housing and care is basically the allegations.
And is that in clause 643-685?
That is in 643-698.
Okay, and is there a difference in clause 643-685?
I don't believe so. I'm not sure why it was.
They both have the same date. They both say July 31st, 2020. I'm sorry, no, I apologize. That's not true. That's the date she was placed on probation. With the date of the actual alleged offense I don't have. Let's see.
Yeah, it appears the one I'm looking at, Judge, some of the animals were found to be suffering from symptoms of respiratory issues, and that's consistent with being confined in a cruel manner. And so
Okay.
those are the allegations.
I got you. All right. Well, Mr. Hill and Ms. Verdeja, that's the state side of the story. I certainly understand that y'all may have a completely different side of the story, but I think the bottom line is that you probably had more cats than the regulations or whatever allow a person to have. If I were guessing, I don't know, maybe it's 5. I don't know what it is, but that probably is what started all this. All right. So that being said, Mr. Hill, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, I would request that you follow the recommendation by the state and by the probation officer. Ms. Verdeja is in agreement with that. She currently would be, she was no longer in the relationship that she was in with that particular home. And so she now is homeless. And so she's going to need to get like the Haven for Hope or something, but she'd like to get her life turned around. She also has a sister who is, my understanding is terminally ill. So she's willing to accept responsibility for the violations that occurred, except for, as I mentioned earlier, the number 15, I believe it was, that she had completed that particular program. But other than that, Judge, she's in agree with everything and ask that you would follow that and to assess her punishment accordingly.
Is there any sort of reason that Ms. Verdeja stopped reporting back in February 20th of 2021?
Judge, my understanding is that she was involved in this unhealthy relationship, and I think that left her, I think, in a homeless situation. And but that's my understanding.
Okay, Susan, I apologize, I missed this. How much money does Ms. Verdeja owe in clause 643-685?
Judge, in 643-685, she has an outstanding balance of $200.
And how much has she paid on that one?
$648.
Okay, and in clause 643-698, how much money does she owe, if any?
She has a balance of $10 and she paid $350.
Okay, so money's really not an issue on any of this. I got you.
And she reported in person 3 times, and then we had to hunt her down after 2 months of not reporting and finding her at her home, which is where the animal violations were found. And she never reported after that.
I got a question for Ms. Benavides. I show credit for time served in jail on clause 643-685 of 22 days.
Yes, sir.
And I show jail credit on clause 643-698 of 27 days.
Yes, sir.
My question is, are the 22 days in 643-685 the same as 22 of the 27 days in 643-698?
I believe so.
So for a total of both cases, she served 27 days. Does that make sense?
Pretty much so, Your Honor. Yes.
State recommendation.
Your Honor, the state agrees with probation's recommendation.
Ms. Verdeja, are you working? I understand you've got a child you're caring for. How old is your child? And I'm sorry, your microphone, there you go.
No, sir, I have no child. My son is taking care of me. I'm on SSI, SSDI. He's not my blood child, but he
Okay.
comes in and takes care of me. But I do have financial abilities right now, sir, and more than happy to pay my fine and additional time, sir.
Susan, do I have an option of keeping Ms. Verdeja on probation? Because she's not on deferred and it's expired, correct?
Let me look here. 27. Her original sentence, it looks like, was 16 months. And the case did expire November 29th, 2021. Pat, help me with the math here. You're muted.
I'm sorry. I was working on something. What?
Judge is asking if we can extend her, because she was granted July of 20, expired November 21. So it's like a 16-month sentence, but now she's 3 months beyond expiration. So that's like 19 months.
Okay, Your Honor, it's, if I remember correctly,
It's a max of 2 years, so it would be like,
not max of 2 years. Extend for fees. I want to say it was a max of 5 years personally, but that was a fact unless that changed. He can extend one year after her expiration, which would be when?
that would put it at November 29th of 2022.
1 year after the expiration.
Oh, in other words, I still have authority to put her back on probation?
Well, you not put her back on, but continue her, yes.
Continue her, thank you. All right, that's what I need to know.
And she expired when exactly?
November 29th, 2021.
He has up to a year where he can extend. Yes.
Are these Class A offenses or Class B offenses? That's a good Eddie Villarreal question.
They're Class A, Judge.
Okay. So I have 2 year hammer hanging over Ms. Verdeja's head, which I have the option of dropping right now, but I'm sorry.
Yes, her underlying at this time on each case, Judge, she's already adjudicated at 9 months. And she does not have a
Did
fine.
she start out on deferred?
No,
Okay.
no, she was adjudicated from the beginning and for 9 months. But it was probated for 16 months. And there was no fine issued on either case.
Mr. Verdeja, how many pets do you have now?
Your Honor, I have no pets.
I'm in jail. I know you don't have any pets.
No, in the free, I have absolutely no pets
Okay,
and have
thank
no
you.
intention of having any.
I got you.
And Judge, reporting has been an issue with this defendant in that she reported 3 times and even if you are homeless living at Haven for Hope, it's only 2 blocks away. There's no reason for not reporting.
Preaching to the choir. Okay, here's the plan. Ms. Verdeja, and cause 643-685. The court accepts your plea of true. I deny the state's motion to revoke your probation, or you continued on probation with all prior requirements with a sanction of 30 days Bear County Jail, credit for time served, judgment satisfied on the sanction. Do we need to extend her, Susan? Is that my understanding?
Yes, Judge, she expired last November.
All right, let's extend her 1 year or however long we can extend it. How long can we extend her?
You can extend her to November 29th, 2022.
We're extending her to November 29, 2022 on both cases. I'm requiring substantial compliance in both cases within 10 days, meaning if there's a course you're supposed to be going to, you don't have to complete it in 10 days, but you have to be registered for it, at least know when it's coming. Don't wait 2 or 3 months and then try to do something. Did we have community service hours in any of this, Susan?
No, Judge.
Okay. I'm going to put you on weekly UAs. Don't miss any weekly UAs. You've got some sort of drug charge pending against you, which high profiles you. Show me 4 clean weekly UAs. I'll put you back on monthly UA. If you do that, I won't know you've done it. You got to let Mr. Hill know. He'll let me know. I'll confirm through probation, and we'll put you back on monthly UAs at that point in time. This case is going to run concurrent with 643-698, which I'm sure it did originally.
And Judge, is this going to run with your standard policy that there be the monthly supervisory fee for the extension?
The standard monthly supervisory fees are $25 a month. That's correct. All right, Susan, what did I forget?
It looks like you've got everything, Judge.
As long as Ms. Verdeja shows up, everything is going to be fine. So you're going to show up this time, right, Ms. Verdeja?
Yes, Your
Yeah,
Honor.
good
Can I
answer.
mention one thing, sir?
With your attorney's permission, absolutely.
Okay, I did complete the pause course, the domestic violence relationship that I was in. He destroyed the paperwork, but I do have my certificate that I completed February the 25th of 2021.
If you don't have it, you'll need to go back to pause and get another copy and submit it to your officer. If they don't have it, you don't have it, then you're going to have to repeat the class.
I do have it, ma'am. I do have a
Okay.
copy.
Yeah, you'll just have to get that to Miss Wilcox.
Yes, ma'am, I will get it done.
Ms. Verdeja certainly gets credit for anything she's done or any money she's paid. All right, anything further from the state or the defense on Ms. Verdeja in 643-685?
Nothing from the state.
Your Honor, I do have I'm not sure if she will be able to get registered in the 10 days because we still have to deal with her felony case and she's still in custody for that. So that I'm going to try to get that set as soon as possible, but that may be the only problem she may have is getting in compliance within the 10 days because of.
Oh, I hear what you're saying. How about within 10 days when she's released from jail? Would that be better?
Yes, sir, it would.
All right, that's the plan. Within 10 days of getting out of jail, whenever that is, you just need to sign up for whatever courses you haven't already completed or signed up for, okay?
Yes, sir. Am I not able to get out on a PR bond because I have someone that would be willing to pay today?
Well, these 2 cases will be over. The felony case is the only thing still holding you in jail as far as I can tell. Is that correct, Mr. Hill?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay. So these 2 cases are done as of today, and there won't be any warrants or anything out unless you fail to do something again on these cases. So you're squeaky clean, clear, and street legal on these 2 cases as of today. But the felony case is apples and oranges, different matter. And I don't know. Mr. Hill, do you represent her on the felony at this time?
I do, Your Honor.
You do? Okay, good. And he'll advise you on that. All right. So anything further from the state or the defense on Ms. Verdeja and cause 643-685?
Yes,
Nothing from.
Go ahead.
Can we also make it a condition that monthly home visits be conducted to make sure that she is maintaining compliance with the no animal clause?
Yes. Ms. Fidel, what that means is there's going to be either your probation officer or another compliance officer with the probation department, and they're going to come out unannounced and ring your doorbell. You have to let them in. If you
Yes,
don't
sir.
let them in, they're going to make a report. It comes to me, and we're going to be back here again, and the outcome will not be anywhere near as fun.
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
understand.
All
I
right.
understand completely.
Basically, we're all giving you a second chance. Your attorney has convinced us you deserve a second chance. That's what we're doing. All right. So in clause 643-698, the court accepts your plea of true with an explanation. I deny the state's motion to revoke your probation, or you continued on probation with all prior requirements. With a sanction of 30 days, Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, judgment satisfied on the sanction. Requiring substantial compliance in registering for any programs or paying any money, is catching up with whatever you need to do within 10 days of being released from jail on this other case. Weekly UAs. Once again, if you show me 4 clean weekly UAs in a row, I'll switch you to monthly UAs, but I won't know you've done it. Got to let Mr. Hill know. He'll let me know. I'll get it confirmed through probation. This case will run concurrent with 643-685. And we're extending you to, would it be same date, Susan, 11/29/22?
Yes, Your Honor.
And we're extending you to 11/29/22.
And also, Judge, just to clarify on the plea to the allegations, are we marking this as true to all except number 15?
Is that the one of the course she attended?
Yes.
That'd be up to Mr. Hill, but that sounds equitable and fair and correct. Does that sound all right, Mr. Hill?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
So it's true to all with an explanation, except number 15, and not true to that with an explanation. On both cases. I'm assuming the allegations are the same on both cases. Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anything further from the state or the defense on Ms. Verdeja and clause 643-698?
Nothing from the state.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Good luck, Ms. Verdeja. Thank you, Mr. Hill. Y'all are excused.
Thank you, Judge. Dismissed.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you, court reporter.
Is Mr. Stackowitz on vacation, or has he got the plague? What's going on with Mike?
He had an appointment. That's what he texted me. He had an appointment at 2, so he was able to get Yvonne, and we appreciate it.
Well, if the Cadillac was still open, I'd say we